Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dash. I'm here with a new video for you guys today. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and make sure you click the subscribe button so you don't miss no new uploads that I post. And also leave this video a big thumbs up and make sure that you guys watch this video all the way to the end, because when you guys tend to do that, YouTube tends to send it out to more people. In today's video, Nathan Wade and Fani Willis are in some hot water with Judge McAfee. Also, guys, make sure you go check out Truth Exposed. I'll have a link to this original video in my description box. Without further ado, guys, let's hop into this video and see what it's all about.
Fani Willis's former lover, Nathan Wade, is in hot water. He now faces contempt of court as his ex-wife is now asking for what she's due. The romance between Fani Willis and Nathan Wade has been the talk of the town for the last few months, especially when you take into consideration just how both have lied under oath. Some critics say that this means that both individuals would lie through their teeth if it meant saving themselves. But you might be wondering, why is Wade's ex-wife applying for a citation of contempt against her former husband? Well, there's a lot of things that are going on here that a lot of us don't know. And to be frank, I have a feeling that many of you would be very surprised to know just what Nathan Wade has been doing with regards to his ex-wife. Now, before we even begin to get into this, all I ask is that you guys take 1 second, hit the like button for the video. I want to thank you so much for always sharing these videos and for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. Now, this is not the first time that he's been held in contempt. A very similar situation happened last year as well. But remember how this guy lied to all of us with a smile on his face? Now, just to set up the playing field here, I'm gonna go ahead and play a clip where Wade is being asked about his affair with Fani Willis. Wade admitted in an affidavit that he and Fani Willis started their relationship in the year 2022. However, in the divorce case dated May 2023, Wade said that he didn't have an affair. Here he is trying to explain how that works.
My marriage was irretrievably broken in 2015, ma'am, by agreement. My wife and I agreed that once she had the affair in 2015, that we'd get a divorce. We didn't get a divorce immediately because my children were still in school and I refused to allow them to grow up without their father at the time. So we waited. We waited until the youngest graduated and we dropped her off at college and then filed for the divorce. So if you're asking me about the interrogatory as it relates to having the 2022 relationship with District Attorney Willis, I want to say, because my marriage was irretrievably broken, I was free to have a relationship.
So the question, though, was if you had had a relationship. And in 2023, you said you did not. And that is different than what you said in this affidavit, correct?
No, ma'am. I said during the course of my marriage. So in 2015,
you believe that too?
Let him finish, Ms. Merchant.
So in 2015, my marriage was irretrievably broken. So I did not have a relationship with anyone during the course of my marriage.
Now, Jocelyn.
Well, seems like he lied up under oath, and I mean, oh yeah, he's still free. Isn't that a coincidence? Well, let's see what this has to, let's see what this article is about.
Nathan Wade's ex-wife has denied ever having an affair. And to be honest, it's kind of hard to see how that worked since her husband has been the one that's been openly lying here. But you heard what he said, right? He didn't want to go through with the divorce just yet because he cared about their kids. He didn't want them to grow up without a father. These are facts and these are statements that you and I heard very clearly. So then why is his ex-wife now asking for help? In this latest citation of contempt, which we're going to go through, it shows that Wade might not be the father that he thinks he is. There was a court order that basically said that Nathan Wade, the plaintiff, would pay for all uncovered medical expenses of the defendant. The defendant here is his ex-wife. So the order was very clear that this didn't include cosmetic procedures, so it would be strictly for health reasons. Beyond that, Nathan Wade was also tasked with paying for routine dental and vision care with a cap of $500 per year. Seems pretty reasonable, right? Here's the problem though. Jocelyn Wade now urgently requires medical procedures, namely an endoscopy, colonoscopy, and an ultrasound. This is because she's been having some issues with her health. It's actually gotten to a point where she's struggling to consume food. This has led to her losing a lot of weight. Now, Obviously, this sounds like an emergency. And as we discussed just a little while ago, this is in line with what Nathan Wade should be covering. His ex-wife has informed Wade that all of these procedures would cost $4,400. She even said that the medical facility won't even schedule these tests until he prepays for the co-payments directly to the healthcare provider. So he has to cover the costs just so his ex-wife can even schedule a test. And just to set your expectations, no, she hasn't gotten a schedule yet. That's because Nathan Wade has not given her the money that she needs for these procedures. Remember,
He's gonna say, hey, why don't you pay it and then I'll pay you back? So he could work on like some little like payment plan or whatever. That is just my thoughts. But then again, $4,400, he was making what, $200 an hour? Where did all the money go? Oh, that's right, on some lavish trips with Fani, Willis, and a lot more things. But can't seem to help his wife, that's the mother of his kids. Weird how the world works.
a temporary order that's telling Wade to cover these costs, but he's not doing it. Instead, he's telling Jocelyn to pay for the $4,400 first and that he would ultimately reimburse her afterwards. Can you believe that? And just to show you what kind of man this Nathan Wade is, check this out. A day after the initial order was handed down that he had to cover expenses for his ex-wife, Nathan Wade contacted their daughter. Not to inform her that he loved her or anything like that, but to tell her that he was going to discontinue payments on her rent and living expenses. That very same day, her daughter's rent was due. And he for sure knew that this was the case. And here's what he told his daughter about the money. He said that she should go ask her mother for the money. And kudos to Jocelyn because she indeed got her daughter's rent paid off at the time. No thanks to Nathan. And he did the same thing to their son, also telling him that he should go get the money from his mother. Now, just for context here, the son is in Europe pursuing a career as a professional soccer player. This has led to his ex-wife, again, paying for everything. She's now in a situation where her monthly income is less than $1,000 per month. Now, just for context, Nathan Wade was just paid at least $500,000 more compared to others in their office in Fulton County. I think he made more than $650,000 between 2022 and 2023. And since Willis allegedly paid him back for all those lavish vacations that they went on, you have to wonder why he can't produce $4,400. Now, his willful failures to comply with the temporary order and the agreement shows that he's now in contempt of court. Now, at this point, we need to ask, is this the same guy that talked about not filing for a divorce because he cared about his kids? Because it sure does seem like a completely different person if you asked around. Now, Wade has already recused himself from the Georgia election interference case, most probably under the direction of District Attorney Fani Willis.
Now, Wade's resignation comes after Judge Scott McAfee ruled that either he or Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis had to step down.
We have team coverage tonight, beginning with investigator Zach Merchant, who has a legal perspective on how we got to today's ruling and Wade's decision.
You're right, Ed, and there has been a lot of twists and turns even just today, and we want to bring you the very latest. Just in the last half hour, we've obtained a copy of Nathan Wade's resignation letter and DA Fani Willis's note accepting it. That means Wade is now off of the case, and Willis and the remainder of her staff can continue to prosecute it. Now, here's how we got here. The pair, who shared a romantic relationship, were accused by defense attorneys of improperly financially benefiting from the case, creating what they said was a conflict of interest that damaged their ability to impartially prosecute it. But Judge McAfee ruled against that argument, finding that any financial gain flowing from the DA's office to Nathan Wade in his role as hired special prosecutor was, quote, not a motivating factor on the part of the district attorney to indict and prosecute this case. However, the judge also wrote that the relationship, the contract, and testimony provided at earlier hearings, quote, established that the district attorney's prosecution is encumbered by an appearance of impropriety, adding that a major source of that appearance was Nathan Wade's own conduct and testimony. Atlanta defense attorney Bob Rubin says avoiding even the appearance of impropriety is always important in the justice system, and even more so when a case deals with major political issues like this one.
Many experts speculate that Willis has one foot out the door as well, since Donald Trump's legal team has already appealed the ruling that she can stay on the case. Now, at this point, we're just waiting to see if Judge Scott McAfee's ruling will be overturned. But what do you guys think about this?
Guys, let me know down in the comment section, what kind of guy do you think Nathan Wade is? Because it seems like these scoundrels, they just keep getting out of it. Like, my question is, why isn't this guy in trouble yet? He literally lied up under oath, but is still walking freely, doing what he wants. Guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.